A is for apostle, and apostle would seem to be an unproblematic word. We're all familiar with the idea of the 12 apostles, and we have umpteen pictures of the 12 of them sitting around the table with Jesus at the Last Supper, or with groups of the apostles following him as he walks around Galilee. But actually, the word apostle is a rather complex word in early Christianity. It literally means one who is sent, an apostolos. And so, for instance, Paul is the first person we know of who is called an apostle because he is sent and he goes from church to church. And in the Didache, we have references to the apostles as those who travel around. So how did it get linked up with the people who followed Jesus? Well, when we're thinking about Jesus, we have to think about Jesus' followers as falling into three groups. Let's think of them as three concentric circles. The first is the largest group, which are those who are interested in what he said and who presumably listened to him and may have taken on board some or all of his ideas. Within this group, there is a group who financed his travels around Galilee and who were the support network. Then there is a smaller group, another group of disciples, and these moved with him from place to place. And this group of disciples is made up of men and women. Within this group, there is a smaller group of 12 men, and they're originally known simply as the 12, and they seem to have had a symbolic function within the group of disciples that followed Jesus, in that they are like the 12 who are going to be the basis of the new Israel, just as the existing Israel was founded on 12 brothers, so the new Israel will be founded on 12 brothers, and that's the group, the 12. As time went on, disciples, the 12, and the concept of the apostles all got mixed into one another. And indeed, in the early church, the 12, which were very significant in the historical ministry of Jesus, lost their significance. And the way we see that is that there are differing lists of who the 12 were. So when we're looking at the early church, we have to think of the apostles as part of the network of people who traveled between churches and who promoted the gospel and who helped build up the whole network of the Christian church around the Mediterranean world. We have to be aware that when we use it for the immediate disciples of Jesus, this is a later usage, and the idea of the 12 apostles just shows how confused by the end of the first century, the early second century, was the experience of the church, which had people in it called apostles, its memories of people like Paul, and its memories of the group around Jesus, where the 12 had ceased being just the special 12 among the disciples and had been amalgamated with a church function called the apostles.